Do you still do any Twitch Wizard 101 content? Nope. I've quit playing Wiz. What made you make that decision? There's a few reasons. I'd say the best reason I could probably give you is the fact that the devs don't like me anymore and the community hates me. But another reason is that I don't think it's one of those games that has longevity within content, if that makes sense. All right, so story time. Boom. Boom, you feel me? So Wizard 101 content creators get codes from the developers to make videos. Every single one of them. Well, not every single one of them, but a large majority of the content creators DM KingsOwl or the community manager, whoever they need to DM, but pretty much they get crown codes, bundle codes, a bunch of codes to do content. So like for me specifically, for them to give them out and stuff, not necessarily. It's really just to fund your content. So like if you're doing a pack opening, you could literally ask Wizard 101, can I get a crown code for a pack opening? And they'll give you like, I think the highest they said was 60,000. You will get a 60,000 crown code to do a pack opening video. At least that's what they gave me personally. Right? And same thing with bundles. I wanted to do a bundle review, so they gave me, I think, 3 codes for the bundle. It was 1 to do the video and then 2 to give out. So yeah, so pretty much you could just ask for codes, right? And there's a time period where these codes would be broken. So I want to say I got a code for a 60,000 crown code, right? Other content creators got codes for their crown codes during some form of a time period. I don't know what that time period was, but it was a long time period. I'm talking about at least 6 months where these codes would be duplicate codes. So you could redeem the exact same code over and over and over again, and you would essentially have infinite crowns. But no one knew this until someone did it. And there were 2 people that did it, me and someone else, right? So I want to say, let's say, I don't know what month it was. It was somewhere last year, but I'm just going to guess a June, right? I figure out that the crown code is infinite. I think the reason I did it was because I was redeeming crown code and I was in a guild. I was the owner of a guild and I wanted to use the crown codes that KingsOwl had given me to use as prizes for the events for the guild, because I was trying to build up the guild. I was trying to get the guild's name out there. I was like, okay, if the guild hosts events and we have these prizes, people are going to want to join the events more because you have these prizes. So I was going through my emails that KingsOwl had sent me. I had got all the codes and I was redeeming them to see which ones would work, because you can redeem a code without actually redeeming it just to see if it worked, right? The heck? Supposed to be plugged up. All right, okay. All right, so yeah, so there was a time period where these codes were infinite. So I was going through all of the emails and I copied all the crown codes and bundle codes and code this, code that KingsOwl had given me to see if they were still working or if I never used them before. You only ever see me play Notice so far? Yeah, this was like a while ago. This was last year. So we're talking about like 13, 14, 15 months ago. But yeah, so I went through the codes and I was redeeming them. And I think I accidentally redeemed one, like a 60K or something like that on the wrong account, or something happened which made me redeem the exact same code twice, and it worked. And then I was like, holy shit. And then I did it again. And then I kept doing it because I couldn't believe, like, this is a thing and it's working. And I just kept doing it, and I ended up getting like thousands and thousands of crowns, millions, even millions of crowns. I think I peaked at like 10 million crowns, right? And I the first thing I did was I told 2 people in that very instant, because I have a big mouth, I don't know why, but I told 2 people in that very instant, like, bro, I got an infinite crown code. And I only told those 2 people because I knew that the more people that knew, it would be bad, right? So I told those 2 people because I'm stupid, but it didn't come back to bite me that I told those 2 people, because they didn't tell anyone. But yeah, And then as soon as I did that, I got everything I wanted from the crown shop. Everything I wanted from the crown shop, I got. Everything. And then I didn't have anything to spend it on. So then I legit went in the commons and just started gifting people stuff from the wish list. I would click on someone. Oh, you have a wish list? Boom, there you go. Who wants this? Who wants that? I just did that for like 3 days straight because I didn't know what else to do with the crowns. I already had everything I wanted. And the only thing else you would do with crowns once you have everything you want is literally just to give everyone else something that they want. I pretty much became Santa at that point. And then I did the same thing with my friends. I was like, bro, you want this? You want that? Here's 100 packs. Go get the wand that you want. Go get the gear that you want. Right? Oh, I need this gear to min-max my character so I can do Vanguard Fire Wizard during the raid. I'm like, all right, bet. Boom, there you go. Oh, we need XYZ housing items for our guild hall so it could look better than everyone else's. Bet. Boom, I got you. Right? Because, you know, I had infinite crowns. Why wouldn't I? Right? So I did that for like a month, maybe 2 months tops. Right? Just doing it, right? And then I was like, why don't I make a shop? Right? I was like, why don't I make a shop and Gamma's trading post, right? To get what was it? What's the whatever that treasure card is that you need during guilds. It's like the currency of guilds, right? I was like, why don't I make a shop and I will sell crown items. No, not Empowers. Well, it was Empowers and the other thing. Forgot the name of the other thing, but it's like the new currency for Empowers or whatever. It's literally only used for guilds to unlock the guild hall stuff, and I forgot the name of it. You probably know it. You're probably about to send it, but Azoth. Yeah, there we go. It was Azoth. And I was like, why don't I make a shop for Azoth and Empowers? And then I was like, why don't I do the same shit for gift cards and shit? I was like, all right, bet. So that's what I did. I made a shop to sell crown items for Azoth, Empowers, and gift cards. Boom. And I did that for like 2 months. 2 months tops. And then I hit up Reddit. I'm just like, there's this news going around in the Wizard 101 community of an Infinite Crown Code. And I'm like, oh shit. Did you know, like, is it me? Or is it like another content creator? Turns out it was another content creator. This dude didn't know that the crown code was infinite. Right? So King Zhao gives him an infinite crown code and he does a giveaway on his stream. And then the person that won the giveaway figured out it was an infinite crown code. And then that person leaked the infinite crown code to the community, which was bad, right? If everyone's got an infinite crown code, King Zhao, they don't like that. They got to do something about that. And that's what they did pretty much. They started stalking everyone's account on who's redeeming what and how much of it that they're redeeming, right? And I want to say a week after that, I was doing a video and it was a Spellament pack. I was redeeming like a shit ton of Spellament packs. Because at that time, you could check my Wizard 101 channel. At that time, I was just doing a bunch of like crown stuff. Like I spent 10,000 crowns on this. I spent 100,000 crowns on this. Like some Mr. Beast type videos just for the crown shop, right? And I was doing a Spellament pack opening. Around that time, I was opening not thousands of packs, hundreds and hundreds of packs. Because, you know, they're Spellaments. You got to get a shit ton of Spellaments to unlock spells. So I was like opening a bunch of them. And then boom, I couldn't open anything anymore. And then I hop on my account and it's just, I look at my crowns history and it's just everything's being reverted back to like 0 pretty much, right? And I'm like, oh shit. And then that's pretty much how Wizard 101 caught that I had an infinite crown code and I was buying a bunch of shit pretty much. And then they banned my account. And that's how I got banned on Wizard 101. And then after that, I went back because it was just that account. My other accounts aren't banned. I went back to the crown codes and I was trying to see like if this crown code was infinite and someone else also had an infinite crown code. I feel like these codes weren't common. I mean, they weren't rare, like they were common. And I went back to my email and I was redeeming all the codes that I had on my other account to see which ones were infinite. And funny enough, I found another infinite crown code. And the email was sent like 6 months ago. So like there was infinite crown codes within Wizard 101 for like a long period of time, but no one knew. Cause like once you redeem a code, you don't think to redeem it again. Cause It just doesn't make sense that you would think to redeem it again, especially content creators, because I think only content creators probably only had these codes, because you wouldn't give a code out to just a random player, right? So I legit only think content creators or community managers, like the people that run tournaments or the people that own like the Wikipedias or the Discord communities or whatever, whenever they do events, I know they get crown codes and stuff as well. But yeah, like there was a good chunk period where people got infinite crown codes, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if someone else like redeemed it a shit ton, just didn't do what I did, like make videos on it or like make a shop on it or anything. Like they just had it and they just was smarter, pretty much, right? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, right? But that's why Wizard 101 doesn't like me, because I pretty much exploited, not really exploited, I took their kindness for granted, pretty much. I had infinite crown code. They probably knew I had it before the whole fiasco, right? I'm very confident that Wizard 101 knew about the infinite crown codes, but they didn't do anything about it because the community didn't have infinite crown codes. I am 100% confident in that. As soon as the community learned about the infinite crown codes and they had a code themselves, they had to crack on it. They had to crack down on it, right? But I'm fully confident that some developers knew, because like if you look at like if someone's redeeming millions and millions worth of crown codes, there's no way you don't know as a developer. There's no way you don't know, right? I'm pretty confident they knew. They just didn't do anything about it because it wasn't hurting them, right? Until everyone had it, and then it hurt them, and then it was bad, you know. But yeah, a video deriding Kings out too after this, shading on you. I think there was I think everyone made a video on that, bro. I didn't watch any of them. I think Sauce made one. I think Fairy Queens made one. I think there's like 3 other YouTubers that made one, because it was like just a big thing and everyone made one. But that's why Kings Out doesn't like me, right? The reason why the community doesn't like me is because of the shop that I made, right? That's why the community doesn't like me. Kings Out, I didn't get banned because of the shop. Kings Out does not care about Gamma's trading posts. I mean, they care to a certain extent, but if someone gets scammed in Gamma's trading posts, they're not going to get banned on the game. They'll get banned from Gamma's trading posts, but they won't get banned on the game. So I don't think Kings Out takes any type of action regarding Discord servers. So the reason why I got banned was because of me redeeming that crown code so many times. But the reason why the community hates me is because of the shop. And the reason being is because everything from the shop got reverted or whatever. There's a word for that. There's a word for it. But more specifically, it was the memberships. More specifically, it was the memberships. So if I were to like roll back, yeah, there you go. That's the word for it. Roll back. So if I were to like sell someone a membership, that membership would get rolled back, so they wouldn't have it anymore, right? And I think that's the only thing. I'm pretty sure that was the only thing. So like, for example, packs didn't get rolled back. They're not gonna just, oh my god, you opened 100 packs, we're gonna take everything you got from those packs. No, those didn't get rolled back. Energy elixirs, Peru potions, P9s, those didn't get rolled back. It was literally only the memberships that got rolled back, right? I still, till this day, I still think it was, oh, I understand why people were mad at me, but I think they blew it out of proportion, because I had like hundreds of transactions, but I kid you not, only less than 10 of them were memberships, right? Less than 10 of them. And I even spoke to my friends, because I, like, before the shop, I literally gifted my friends stuff. Like, I gifted them like a year's worth of membership, like 5, 6, 7 people, years worth of membership. And then after I got banned, I was like, do you guys still have your stuff? And they said, yeah. Like, they legit still have their stuff. So I don't think everything got rolled back, because like I spoke to like pretty much almost all of them, and none of them got their stuff rolled back. I don't know if it was a time thing though, you know. I don't know if it's like, if I gifted someone a month before I got banned, then it got rolled back. I don't know if it's a time thing, because like I gifted my friend stuff and then I make the shop, you feel me? So I don't know if it was like a time thing or whatever, but yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, I don't know exactly how they did it, right? But some things got rolled back, some things didn't. Yeah. Only rolled back like a week of the instant? Probably. More than likely, probably. More than likely, probably. But yeah, things got rolled back. I probably say, honestly, I think only like maybe 5 people got their stuff rolled back. Out of the 100+ transactions, I think only 5 people got their stuff rolled back. So that's why I think it was blown out of proportion, but I still do understand why people were upset. Personally, I still understand why people are upset. And then I got banned from Gamma's trading post because of the shop. Pretty much. Because of the shop. Which I understand. So, yeah. But yeah, there you go. That's why I guess not the entire Wizard 101 community hates me. Because I feel like not everyone knows about it. Even, you know, I feel like the people that don't get on YouTube and Twitch don't know about it, which I'm surprised a large majority of people like you, Addy, or I was expecting a lot more hate. I'm gonna be honest. I was expecting a lot more hate. Like, I still get YouTube comments on that channel that aren't hate comments, surprisingly. Like, people are saying, oh my god, such a great video this, video that, and I'm like, don't you know what happened? Why don't you hate me? I'm like, maybe they don't know. So like, I still feel like there's a good chunk of the Wizard 101 community that legit just doesn't know about it. Like, they're not really into like Discord or something. I don't know, but yeah. Hey man, I'm still here. Yeah, I appreciate that, by the way. But at the same time, I feel like it was a blessing in disguise, because Wizard 101, like, don't get me wrong, I had fun, you know, great community, whatever. But I feel like it was like, I felt like I was in a cage. That's how I felt. Making content on Wizard 101, I felt like I was in a cage. I felt like I was looking at a brick wall, because like, there's nowhere you can go. There's nowhere. You make content on Wizard 101, you literally cannot switch to a different game. It's impossible for you to switch to a different game. I remember, what's his name? I forgot. One of the biggest PvP, I think it's H2O, H2 something, whatever. One of the biggest PvP streamers for Wizard 101. 100 plus viewers on Twitch. 100 plus. You know how hard it is to get 100 plus viewers on Twitch, especially on Wiz 8. Yeah, HKO2. Yeah, 100 plus viewers PvPing. As soon as he goes to Valorant, 3, 4, 5, like, where did your fan base go? Where did it go? And it's not even his fault. It's legit just, you play Wizard 101, you make content on Wizard 101, you try to switch to a different game to grow your brand. Impossible. It's not possible, bro. It's not possible.